Buonanotte.
Buonanotte.
Wednesday, March 4th.
See?
Days have been flying by. We are now settled in Firenze, which is Florence, for anybody that doesn't know the Italian translation. We started our day in Parma, essentially. We've driven a total of 140 miles today. We stopped in Bologna. And we were able to... I forgot what we did.
Okay, so we had to park outside of the city center because the more populated cities in Italy have what's called a ZTL or Zone Traffic Limitato.
Something like that.
Something like that. Which means that unless you have a special pass, you can't drive into the city center past a certain point. So we had to park a little bit on the outskirts, not bad, and park and then walk in. And one of the things that Bologna is known for is the longest portico in the world. So you can walk for miles.
Easily miles.
Under porticos, and the whole point of the portico, it's an arch covered walkway. And that was to keep the sun off of you while you were walking and doing your daily life in medieval and Renaissance times. And now they've basically made the buildings into shops. So it's kind of like walking down a gigantic strip mall.
Right. So that was a really enjoyable walk. We ultimately got some lunch at a osteria restaurant that had no outside signage. You had no idea where it was. It was down a side street, and it was very local. And you had
tortellini in brodo,
which is tortellini in broth, which is not something we have in the States. And I got the tagliatelle al ragù bolognese. Obviously, bolognese sauce comes from Bologna. Wonderful dinner, lunch, whatever it was.
But you skipped a part.
Which part?
Where we avoided all the scammers.
Oh, that's right. We did avoid a scam.
Several scammers.
Yep. One of them came up to us and said he had been off cocaine for 2 years after an 18-year battle, and he's trying to raise awareness. Would you please sign such and such whatever?
Well, first he identified us as Americans right off the bat.
Yep. He identified us. He told us about his little story, which is likely made up.
Oh, it's a total lie.
And the whole idea behind this is that while you're busy signing something, they'll pickpocket you or take something out of your bag. So we just said, nope, no grazie. And we went on our way, and he tried to say something else. And the other part of that scam is once you're done signing it, they pressure you for a donation. So we did none of that. We just kept on going.
And then there was the balloon person in Piazza Maggiore. And that whole scam is, they'll do a balloon animal and give it to a kid and then demand money from the parent because the parent doesn't want to take the balloon back from the kid. But luckily, we weren't really targets for that one because we didn't have kids with us.
And they're very aggressive. We skipped one the other day that they would tie a bracelet onto your wrist and then demand money but not take the bracelet back. Very aggressive. So we're well aware of these, no issues.
Thanks to YouTube for education on those.
Yep. We tried to go to the Whispering Walls, which is an area where people would be in opposite corners, lovers back in medieval times, and they would whisper into the wall, and their message would go across the portico or the arch, except it's under restoration and scaffolded, and we couldn't do that.
That was the one thing I wanted to do, and now I'm concerned that after they do whatever they're doing, that the Whispering Wall won't work because it's this gorgeous, it's basically a corner of a portico. So you've got portico this way, they meet, and the diagonal is where you do the whispering. And I'm concerned it won't work anymore, and I'll never get to do that.
Well, we can come back and try.
Yeah.
We did stop at a bookstore. One of my goals being in Bologna was to buy this, the The Science of Cooking and the Art of Cooking and the Art of Food, which was written back in the 1800s. It's still being published today. So I did find it. I picked up a copy of that. I picked up a copy of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which you all may know is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in Italian, and
The Very Hungry Caterpillar in Italian for Tegan, because I wanted to get her a book that she was familiar with, that we could read her in Italian, and it would be very simple. So, you've got the Italian words for, apple and pear and strawberry and all the foods that the caterpillar eats. So I thought that would be a fun way to expose her to Italian.
Yep. And then we did get gelato finally.
Good gelato in the good pots.
Gelato in the good pots.
When you buy gelato in Italy, you don't want to get them in the big metal things that are heaped over, because that's low quality gelato. You want them in the pots that are flush with the countertop that have lids on them.
Pro tip. We ultimately got back in the car and we came down to Firenze. And as we got to Firenze, heavy traffic. We got stuck at one point because the roads were closed because they're building a complete tramway system here. And we called the hotel, and we were very fortunate that this one clerk at the hotel stayed on the phone with us and talked us through, turn here, turn here, turn here. Oh, are you driving a red car? Yes. Oh, I see you. And there he is waving. So he helped unload the car.
No, he unloaded the car.
Okay.
And he took all of our bags up to our room before we even got up to the room.
It's a suite.
But he put the bags in one room of the suite.
He did. Yep. And then we ultimately, we went out for dinner. We went to una trattoria, very comfortable. There were some college age girls behind us, or behind me, that were, three of them were visiting, the fourth one who was here studying abroad, and they're from Nashville. So that was pretty cool, neighbors. And there was a singer who was outstanding.
Oh my God, he was hilarious. This guy is like everything you think about when you think about a Guido, with a V-neck shirt, open way down, hair slicked back, little pencil mustache.
Yep, and he even sang, "I'm just a gigolo.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go."
But he wasn't like smarmy or
it was fantastic.
Speedy. Yeah.
And one of the girls, college age girls, actually sang also, and she's in school for music, and beautiful voice, and it was just a fun evening. And we're unpacked and we're ready for tomorrow morning, when I don't even know what we're doing, but
we're gonna go to the leather school.
Yes.
That's definitely something we're gonna do.
So I think we've gotten to rambling mode.
Yep.
We're tired, and I got nothing else.
No, it's time for us to wind down and go to sleep. So we'll report back tomorrow night.
Ciao, ciao. Buonanotte.
Ciao.